Hello, welcome to episode 5 of Lake. So right at the end of episode 4, I mentioned that the game had surprised me by introducing the possibility of romantic relationships into the mix. I'd always expected Meredith's time in Providence Oaks would set her thinking. I knew that life there was going to throw her a curveball or three, but I thought it would mainly be to make her reflect on whether her busy hamster wheel-like existence in the city was really so great, or whether it was lacking something. And I figured that would come about because she would pick up on Providence Oaks' serenity, the slow living vibe there as a whole. And seeing how content her friend Kat was with it and everything it involved, she would ask herself if that's what she needed too. Instead, though, it seems what she may have picked up from learning about Kat hooking up with Barry and the fact she's got kids now is the realisation that she, Meredith, has nothing like that in her life. We're not told whether she's seeing anybody back in the city, but the impression I get is that she isn't, and maybe because of this work focus, this single-minded purpose that she hasn't been seeing anyone for a long time, if at all. So the escape to Providence Oaks, the opportunity and appeal of trying out a relationship with someone here, Angie maybe, Robert perhaps, has come as a surprise to her too, and it's kind of an exciting one. I didn't expect her date with Angie to end in a kiss, but hey, the game surprised me by suggesting it as a possibility, and it felt right for Meredith, given what I've just said. I guess these snap dialogue decisions that the player is asked to make are the things that in part shape Meredith's gender preferences and her other relationship preferences in general too. So if Meredith is having feelings for Angie, this now complicates things. There's Mo, seeing how happy Kat is having Meredith around again, how loner Robert has sort of taken to Meredith too and is opening up to her and involving her in his problems. Maureen would like nothing better, I'm sure, than for Meredith to decide to give up her city career and come back to stay in Providence Oaks permanently. And Laurie likes having her to talk to as well. There's kind of a positive dependency developing there. And maybe Meredith's mum, who sent out a signal that she's loving Florida so much they're even thinking they might move there eventually, maybe that's a door opening for Meredith to make Providence Oaks her home in the future, if that's what she wants. But the complication is Angie is leaving Providence Oaks. She's selling the failed video rental store and looking for a fresh start. So would the possibility of having a romantic partner in Angie be enough, even after only knowing her for a few days, for Meredith to want to leave Providence Oaks with her? For Meredith not to want to stay behind in Providence Oaks if Angie wasn't there anymore? Would Angie too see the city, maybe even the city where Meredith works, as a better place to try her video rental shop idea out? She kind of hinted it was the quietness, the lack of footfall in Providence Oaks, which was the issue. But one kiss doesn't make a marriage. We don't need to get ahead of ourselves here. It's very muddy, this situation. We still don't know if Meredith really sees her break in Providence Oaks as just that, nothing more than a holiday adventure. She's over the halfway point now. Pretty soon she's going to have to face returning to Steve, to Adit 87, to office politics, to her comfy but rather encompassing and chaining chair at her desk where she works on this software day after day after day. But does she still belong there, is the question. Right, now before we move on into episode 5, and I was about to say the day numbers, I have noticed in catching up, as I said, I've explained this before, you have to go back a little before you can go forwards, the way the game saves when I stop at the end of a day. I have noticed that my day numbering system no longer works from this point onwards, so I'm not going to be numbering the days. You can read them for yourself. Let's move on, shall we, to episode 5 of Lake. It's a new day, Wednesday, September the 10th morning.
Good morning, Miss Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
Good morning, Mr. Morning.
Let's keep this going.
I need to inform you that your colleague Frank has been suspended.
No! Let's say why.
Frank? Suspended? Why?
The only thing you need to know right now is that I will be filling his spot for the time being.
All right, well, that's great news. So did the envelopes go to you now? Where's Frank?
All right. But where is Frank now?
Frank is not here.
What did you do with Frank?
But I'm a little worried about him. Where is he if he's not here?
Somewhere else. Have a nice day, Miss Weiss.
Oh, that sounds horrible. What have you done with Frank? Bring back Frank. We want Frank. Save Frank. The t-shirts are being printed as I speak. Justice for Frank.
P.O. positive or that P. Today's contribution is from Matt Kearney. I have a positive. Last night's thunderstorm over the lake was a spectacle. I'm glad my barn's still standing, but thanks for calling in, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
What the weather will bring today.
Oh, let's guess.
The day with showers, but the sun might come back in the end. Enjoy the music.
It's a very realistic sky, isn't it? Look at it. That is beautiful. There's just some aspects of animation that just look real, whatever sort of resolution or whatever you want to call it, depth of graphical fidelity you're working at. They just look the real thing. Alright, I'm worried about Frank now. I'm officially worried. I'm going to parallel park, just like you're not meant to. But there's nowhere around here to see me, so... And it's only a game. It's not that box, Meredith, it's the one behind you. You could have parked behind this car. Behind the lamppost. Oh, Frank. What have they done with Frank? Where can Frank be? Good work. Quick check of the itinerary to see what's on here. Oh, the campfire hangout is today. Of course it is. We spoke to Robert in the forest. We've done that. Mickey and June will be wondering where we are. I think, Meredith, now would be a good time to do one of your special turns, and we're just going to head straight across here because there's at least one, if not more. Yeah, there are. There's more than one. Makes it worth your while. Brakes. Pop out. I reckon they've reassigned him. I think Frank's been parcelled off somewhere. They've probably put him in main depot sorting through big bags. Or sewing mail bags. Perhaps that's what he's doing. Oh, Frank. Suspended. I suspect there'll be an investigation going on. Well, it wasn't anything Meredith said that caused this. Oh, I hope Frank doesn't think it's Meredith. That would be awful. Poor Meredith. The weather suits the mood now, doesn't it? The fact that Frank's in trouble. Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking though? If Frank gets the boot, there could be a job opportunity opening up here for Meredith if she wants to give up her wild life as a software person and, ooh, that was a terrible piece of cornering, and become a male dude person. What, I don't know what you call them. We call them postmen, post ladies, post people over here. I don't know what you call them over in America. Is it mailman? I think it is, isn't it? But so do you have mail woman then, and lots of other things too? I don't know. I honestly don't know what the proper names are for jobs nowadays. Where are we? We're on Main Street. Parcel for Main Street.
That's later than I thought.
Yeah, well, that's because she's not ordering as many things now. We've got to go into the general store. Brave yourselves, everybody. After you, madam. Just let me stand here getting wet. Oh. Do you know what? I haven't finished playing with your camera yet. I've been remiss. Nancy.
Ah, there's the mail. How's the photography coming along?
Do you know, I've just had a horrible thought. I've been calling this woman Marie. Her name's not Marie. Her name's Nancy. Where did I get Marie from? Haven't taken any yet. Well, we did take one of you, but we'll do some more.
Haven't taken any pictures yet, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll do more.
If you can take pictures for me like you said you would, I can get this practice in.
We'll
I'll
get
get
it done.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, please take some pictures and return it today.
Really, Nancy? All right. Oh, God, she's still chain-smoking behind that counter. They haven't sold much, have they? Prices are the same. Boxes are in the same places. The frozen food situation hasn't improved. This lot hasn't been unpacked. Oh. Watch him. He's browsing. He's browsing, Nancy. He's one of those people who comes in to browse. In fact, actually, this place, if only you sold videos as well, perhaps you could partner up with Angie and it might stop her leaving. Alright, I've made that thing jingle again. Yeah, Frank. We're all worried about Frank. Oh, I'm worried about that car. I'm going to go this way because I just think we'll randomly do a circuit of the lake here. I will check to see before we turn into the new road where we've got to go. So we have... Oh, do you know there was another Main Street parcel? Oh, letters rather. Two more Main Street letters, which we can do on the way back if we've looped round the lake. Jackson Street, West 2nd, East 2nd, and then some parcels. All right. Okay, we're going to head out this way towards the parcels and letters this side on. And then we'll turn back on ourselves and go this way. That's a plan. Has everybody got that? Yep, I thought so. The weather is awful. The lake, which is normally blue because water reflects the colour of the sky, obviously, which is why water looks blue when it's blue. We all know this. Is today a muddy, yellowy, greeny, brownish colour. In keeping with the mood. I wonder if everybody else has heard about Frank. Perhaps we'll get quizzed on our way round. Where does Frank live? Frank might live in one of these houses. We could be delivering his severance notice. Oh. Suddenly this game's taken a dark turn. And I can't see which postbox that's supposed to be for. I think it must be this one. Yeah, it is. There's this one. Letter. It's a brown one. It'll be a bill. Or something equally unwelcome. I love the way Meredith doesn't get wet. She's got the ultimate in weather protective clothing. And the van never gets dirty. It's a very clean van. Do you know what I did find the other day? You know, I was saying I have to sometimes play to catch up with where I am in the game because it doesn't save exactly where I want it to at the end of the day. I was doing this. I've just got to pull over here because I've got a parcel. I was doing this when a pedestrian stepped out in front of me on the road and the van automatically put its brakes on and stopped. I mean, how's that? A neat bit of programming. It wasn't left to me. I didn't bump into them and bounce off or anything like that. The van actually stopped, which is excellent.
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
Well, it won't get wet at least, will it? My wife ordered some books from a well-known online retailer named after a river. You know what I'm talking about. And it was raining the day they were meant to be delivered, and we were out that day, and she was scared because although we've left instructions for delivery people where to put things if we're out, the thought that they'd be left in the rain for any length of time as their books, and you know, cardboard soaks up water and all that business, was a bit terrifying. As it turned out, we needn't have worried. Now I'm just going to demonstrate what I said here. Here's a pedestrian and the van stops, you see. That's a brilliant safety feature. Yeah, we needn't have worried because it just they'd put them sort of in the overhang where they were protected. What was this for the Flick Shack? I think it might be. Ooh, are we going to go indoors to deliver this letter? I think we are.
What's this?
We are.
The Flick Shack has closed down and will not reopen. Any unreturned tapes can be dropped off before September 22nd. It has been a privilege to serve as Providence Oaks' premier home cinema provider. Thank you for your patronage. All the best. Your Flick Shack proprietor, Angie.
Oh dear. Okay. So I'm guessing that we looked like we had mail to deliver there. I'm guessing we can't deliver it now, unless she's just shoved it through the door or something. Oh dear. Well, Angie can't have gone already, though, can she? She wouldn't have left without saying goodbye. I don't think it's best to park on pavements. Deliver that mail. It's sad about Angie and what's happened to her. All the letters are delivered. We've got one on 500 Lake Road, and we've got to go all the way out to Reynolds Farm. So we need to go back down Main Street and turn right at the bottom. Got it? Got it. Van? Meredith? Why was I calling the woman in the shop Marie? Nancy. One of my daughter's favourite characters when she was growing up. I think it was a girls' comic called Twinkle. There was a character on the back called Nurse Nancy who did sort of good stuff every week. So I'll not forget that now, because I'll just keep thinking of that. It was a thing of its time, you know. My kids are grown up now, so back in those days, excuse me, I'm not going to stand for that. You really did cut me up there. Thank you. It was a thing of its time. Back in the days, comics were very stereotypical in their portrayal of girls and boys and their roles in the future. And as parents, all you did was sort of balance the narrative, if you could. You know, you said to them, well, yes, this is a girl who is being a nurse, but it doesn't mean that all girls are nurses, or that girls are all nurses, or that, you know, the only person you ever see in a nursing role is a girl. You had to do these things back in the day. You had to say this stuff, because if you didn't, society didn't. Right, this is for Mo. We love talking to Mo. 500 Lake Road's got yet another of those big parcels. Heavy? Looks heavy. She never complains. Never once. It's a rainy day and the diner's moderately busy, I would say. Let's talk to whoever's going to be behind
Theo
here.
people, I need to pause the music for a special message.
Oh,
Hush, darling. I want to hear this. And so do you.
do it.
It's from our own Robert Harris, who wants to keep Providence Oaks pretty. Don't lie to yourself. He's talking about the trees. Take it away, Robert.
Lake lovers, listen up. I'm Robert Harris, and I oppose the plans for new apartments on Lakeview Drive. If you feel the same, let Town Hall know about it, and give them a call. Let's keep Providence Oaks pretty.
Let's do that.
That's something. It could have been more juicy, I guess. But it does say exactly what he wants it to, which is rare for our Robert. Even though he does have his redeeming qualities, doesn't he just? I wonder how he came up with the idea, though.
Well, do you know, Maureen, if I didn't know better, I'd think you've got a thing for Robert, rather than trying to set him up with Meredith here. We're going to... Shall we tell the truth?
Actually, I helped out a bit when he was recording it at Jack's studio.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Don't make anything out of it.
Now, Maureen, don't Maureen this out of proportion.
Yes.
I see. Robert wasn't kidding when he said he wants to keep pretty things around in Providence Oaks now, was he?
Do you know, Maureen, if you're not careful, your attitude's going to scare her off and she'll run a mile. He just asked me to help him keep it pretty. That's not exactly how he put it, neither should you. You think so. No, he just asked him to help him keep it pretty.
Yeah, he just asked me to help him keep it pretty.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard. Anyway, I actually wanted to talk to you about something else.
Go on.
What are you doing this Sunday evening, hon?
Nothing. Nothing at the moment. Yeah, let's do this.
Something tells me I'm about to find out.
You know it. Listen here. I'm hosting a very special first-time open mic night.
Really?
This upcoming Sunday. We'll have
Fabulous.
some drinks, some food, discover the town's hidden talent, or not, if you know what I mean. It'll be a hoot.
It will be a hoot. I feel a cold coming on. Oh, Meredith, you know you're going to go.
More like a hoot and a half. Count me in.
Good. I already had you down on my list, of course, but it's nice of you to RSVP. That's settled then. I will see you this Sunday at 8 p.m. And tell everyone you meet, okay? Let me see you put those postal delivery muscles to good use.
I mean, she's only there 2 weeks, but she's still got a uniform with her name on. Have you noticed this? Yes, you're being press ganged.
Why do I have the feeling I don't have a choice here?
There you go. You're catching up. Now I have to go unpack some deliveries out back, but I will see you soon, darling. And don't forget about the open mic.
Who
I
could?
couldn't if I wanted to.
No, absolutely. She didn't speak to Ashley in the kitchen. I'm so disappointed. Yes. We're going to play the game. Insert coin. I've got it. Left to move around. And we can do the zzz thing when we want to. Alright, okay. Ready? And rights to shoot. We're away. Oh, I've gone rusty. It's been a day or two. Nuke them. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Restarting wave. I'm only going to play one game, don't worry. I didn't spend my time in arcades when I was younger. Can you tell? I'm not shooting. My shooting's not working. Oh, what happened there? I think I lost a life, but I killed all them. For some reason I can't shoot. Something's gone wrong here. I can shoot. It was me, it wasn't the game. This game isn't going to take long, is it? Oh, come on, we're going to finish with a flourish. No, we're not. We're going to finish by being finished. I'll take you all with me, you pesky ghosts. I'm not going to get through there. I'm going to try hard. Oh, that was better. Take them out. Take them out. Super laser boy. Restarting wave. Okay, did that work? Did we do something good there? Oh, no. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on now, that wasn't bad. You got to admit, I'm trying my best. Yes, I know my best, not very good. You don't have to tell me. I know. Didn't have arcades, actually, where I grew up. Never really went in one. Never played in a video arcade as such. The first time I ever played a video game as such was one of those table football things. You know, they're sort of a table with a glass top, and you could play a game a bit like Pong. I don't know what it's called. You know, the one where you're playing football, you've got two paddles and you're whacking something backwards and forwards across the middle. Ooh. Okay. Alright, that was a game. We played a game. Come on, you've got work to do. You'll get sacked. Look what happened to Frank. Didn't I see something here that said sit down or something like that? Sit on couch? I didn't know I could. Oh, this is nice. Isn't this nice? Maureen's not busy. Alright. She's not going to speak to me. I bet she won't serve me if I go and ask her to. Perhaps if I sat on a stool. Let's just try this before we go. Nope. She's looking at me saying, why are you sitting on my stool? It's a bit like Nancy back over in the general store. And why are you browsing my goods and not actually buying anything? Alright, we have one more parcel to do, which is at the farm. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Which is further round. That was some manoeuvre. It says stop. We didn't. I apologise. This is not an instructional video for how to drive a van. Ooh. If Frank was offered early retirement or whatever it is, or sacked, and Meredith was offered his job, I wonder if she'd take it, or whether she'd feel awkward, you know, knowing that she was stepping into Frank's shoes. But then, if Frank does get fired, it's not her fault. He chose to do what he did. He was the one who was a bit naughty. Perhaps she needs to tell her dad about it if she speaks tonight on the phone. That could be a thing, couldn't it? He might have some words of wisdom. Or words that don't appear on screen. I get the feeling Meredith's father is fairly a direct man and does not suffer fools gladly. We're at Reynolds Farm. Here's that box of...
Mail carrier Meredith.
goodness knows what. Hello, or Farmer Jack.
Farmer Jack.
Good to see at least someone's working today.
Yeah. Oh, you mean you've heard?
As opposed to Frank?
As opposed to me. Can't harvest taters with all this rain. But Frank's not twiddling his thumbs, I can tell you that.
Oh, you know?
You spoke to him.
Yeah, just talked to him on the phone. He's mad as a wet hen. It's quite entertaining, actually. Thanks for dropping by, mail carrier Meredith. I gotta get back to it.
Oh, tell us some more.
Isn't it well past harvesting season?
True enough, but something else is keeping me occupied.
Oh yeah, what's that?
And what's that?
Can't say, mail carrier Meredith, can't say. Have a good one.
He's building the first warp-capable ship in his back garden. And he's going to launch it, only to be observed by some friendly Vulcans who are passing through the solar system, who will land on his farm. Yeah, right, okay, wrong franchise. We're going back to the post office. I think we're supposed to take some more photographs, aren't we? I don't know how we do this. Let me just get out of my van in the middle of the road and see if any of the buttons... Oh! Yes, it did! The triangle button brought out the camera. Oh, we'll take a picture of the farm. Let's not have half sky and half land. Photo. 2 of 12. Oh, I've taken an out-of-shot photograph of the van. Alright, we're going to do some photography on the way home. Alright. Here we go. Oh, it's a pity she can't do a selfie, actually. If you could turn it round. Oh no, that'd be a nice place to take a photograph. Let's pop down to the wharf at more Star Trek and take a photograph down there. I'm going to take this road. I'm going to take this road in a big wide circle. Oh, do you know, that's a nice photograph, Meredith. Just park up on the side here. Pop out. Get out, Meredith. Walk across the road. Don't take a picture with that tree in the way. Okay, we're going to take a bad photograph here, everybody. How not to take a photograph of a mountain. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. Now we'll take a good photograph. This is going to be how to and how not to. She can't climb over the barrier. That's a shame. Ooh. Vehicles. Camera. Now, what we don't want to do is to put the mountain straight in the middle, and we don't want half mountain and half sky. So let's try and make this interesting by including a bit of the shore curving round to focus the eye towards the mountain. Nice photograph, Meredith. That's not too bad. It was still a bit half sea and half sky, half water and half sky. Sea. Is that 5? I think that was 5 photographs. Right. What else can we take a picture of? Let's go. We're in picture mode. I have a feeling if I was to complete the 12 exposures, the game will tell me to return the camera to... We're going down here. To Nancy. Do you remember Nancy? The woman who changed her name by deed poll from Marie. Because she was fed up with people getting it wrong. Now here's a photograph. Here's a beautiful photograph. We could do 2 here, actually. We could take a picture here that has the name of it and his truck in the picture. I'm going to have to Photoshop that power pole out, I think, over on the side. Yeah, that's pretty good. Good photograph. And then we'll take one down by the boats. Meredith, walk faster. Which we could take from up there, actually, on the upper decking of the bait shop. I don't think Mr. Mackey's here. He's not showing up as being here. If he is, I might ask his permission. No, he's not. He's left his fish out all over everywhere. I don't quite know what that's about. Alright, Meredith, get your camera out. Oh, this is an awkward angle. Oh, not bad. Look at that. That's pretty good. I'm liking that. That was exposure number 7. Good. Let's go. Maybe Nancy Marie will let you keep these photographs, Meredith, if you leave, so you can have a souvenir picture of your van. That's an idea. Let's park your van up somewhere picturesque on the way back. This is relatively picturesque, but, you know, we want a picture of the front of it, not with it parked right against a fence. Alright, here we go. Return to the post office sounds great. I'd almost forgotten about the camera, and then I thought about it the other day. Just as I was finishing the game, I thought, she gave me that thing and I've not done anything with it other than take that one photograph of her. Back in the days when her name was Marie, in her shop. Yeah, this is far too soon to be returning to the post office. Do you know what I think I might do? I'm going to go and see the cat lady and see if she's got any cats outside. And we'll swing by the garage too. It really isn't as far as you think, especially if you're driving straight lines like me. Woo. It really isn't. So here's the bridge. Here's cat lady's house. Which one is this one here, isn't it? Is this House of Cats? Yes, we've got cats. We're going to have a picture of cats. Can you walk and do that? No, you can't. As soon as you take the camera out of its bag, you stop walking. She's not going to mind. They're only cats. How many cats can we get in the picture? There's 4 there. No, there's 5. There's one on the roof. We might be able to get all 5. Let's try this. I'm not going back to the post office. I want to take a picture of cats. That one's doing that prowling thing that cats do. It's slightly out of focus in the viewfinder. Yes, hello, I've not got any food for you. I think we got them all. I don't know how we look at the photographs, actually. That's an interesting point. I'm guessing back in the olden days, as we are, that we can't see the photographs until they've been developed. Right, we're putting some miles on the postal van here, and I'm hoping no one's looking at the fuel. Yes, we can get a picture of her working on the car. Oh, this is going to be a great picture. She can add this to her resume when she's applying for school. Don't get too close because we want to get the gas station in as well. That's it, that'll do. Here we go. Pretty good. Nice. I'm wondering where else we should go to take the rest of our photographs. Perhaps we could wander up and down Main Street. Oh, perhaps we could make it a social documentary. We could take a picture of the video store with the sign on the outside talking about its closure. Let's do that. We're going back. It's not far. The beauty of this game is that the map is compressed, so what looks like a huge distance actually isn't. You can travel most places in this map in about a minute. You can get from one side of the map, I think, to the other in probably 90 seconds. 2 minutes tops, I would say. It's a very chilled game, isn't it? I don't know whether it's what people call cosy games. I haven't played enough of these games to know, and I often get the definitions of these games wrong anyway. You're always going to upset somebody by using the wrong term and being called out for it in this world. So I've totally forgotten where the video store is. It's up here. Alright, let's just park here. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to park there. I think that's what the yellow line's for, saying don't park here. It's a blow for Providence Oaks. I do get the feeling this was probably... Yeah, let's take a picture of it before it disappears. This was probably one of the more popular additions to the town. When Angie arrived, the town elders probably thought this was, you know, good for Providence Oaks. Look at us having this modern shop. It didn't work out. It did not work out. I have no idea where I'm going to take these last two pictures. So I'm just going to swing around. I might take a picture of the post office. Of course. We'll have a picture of the post office. We'll have a picture of the general store. And that'll do us. Car. Oh, I'm very sorry. Honestly, I feel so bad. Where was the general store? There's the general store. Let's just pull over into here so we're not obstructing trucks and other stuff. Exit. I think this is a good place to take this picture from. Oh, I was going to take a picture of the... Hang on. We can kill two birds with... No, we can do it the other way. I'll wait till I've got back to the post office and then I'll take a picture of the truck. Am I overthinking this? I think I am, aren't I? I'm really sorry. You watch. Oh yeah, we'll take a picture with a car going past. Why not? It adds a little action to the shot, doesn't it? Makes the place seem less sleepy. Alright, Meredith. You've done your duty for the day. There's got to be some more fallout about Frank, hasn't there? It really wasn't far to go, was it? For a change, I'm not going to park my vehicle where I normally park it. I'm going to park it at a jaunty angle in front of the Providence Oaks Postal Service. No, I didn't mean to press X to end work day. I forgot to take a picture. All right. Ring. Could be Frank. This could be Frank.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's me.
Oh, it's Dad. Oh, very funny.
Thank you for calling Alcoholics Anonymous. How may I help you?
Oh, please, Meredith. It's not that bad. You're just jealous.
Too right. Yes. No, let's be jealous. No, let's not.
No, I'm fine. Had a few drinks here as well.
Nice. It's good to hear that you're enjoying yourself.
Yes, we are.
Why haven't you told her yet? Let me talk to her.
Well, excuse me, Mrs.
Here
Weiss.
it comes.
Meredith, sorry to break it up. Your mom wants to talk to you.
Here it comes.
Meredith, I'm so excited. Your dad and I found this cottage this weekend near the beach.
I knew it.
So pretty. Not too big, but who wants to be inside anyway?
I knew it.
Wow, that sounds great. What's the plan? Live there?
Yes. We talked to the owner. We can rent it for the time being, spend the winter here. And if we like it, we can buy it and settle down here for good.
You're not coming back?
Wow, that's quite a big step. Life-changing and all that.
Isn't it something? And it means that our house will be vacant for a while.
I knew it.
We won't put it on the market until we've tried out Florida for a few months. So, if you want to extend your stay in Providence Oaks...
Yeah, what is normal life, Meredith? Ask yourself the question.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty serious, yes. But it's a pretty big deal, so just think about it for now.
Yes, we
Can I
will.
talk to her for a sec again?
Sure.
Yeah, here comes your dad again.
This is Frank.
Bye, dear. I'm going to get us something bubbly.
He knows about Frank.
Hey, Meredith. Just wanted to say that I'll call again at the end of this week. Have a great one.
Okay. Bye, Dad.
Okay, bye, Dad. Oh, my Lord. Has that given us something to think about?
Memories,
campfire time.
Memories
That was in our diary, I was thinking.
of you and me.
My ears hurt. I think they might be bleeding.
Memories.
I wonder what this song's called. How does he remember the words?
Oh, Mickey, that was so deep.
Right, Meredith?
Oh, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's in the darkness when my soul stars align and illuminate the real me.
Oh, baby, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
We need to celebrate this moment. I'll be right back, ladies.
Mickey can be difficult sometimes, but nights like these, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but with him.
Yes. That's nice. He looks rather illuminated at the moment. Let's inquire about their backstory, shall we?
How did you two meet?
At a dorm party. He was the cool guy who dropped out of college, and I was about to do the same.
Is she interrogating you again, June?
Oh, Mickey, be nice to sweet Meredith.
She's done it again.
I'm just kidding now. Sorry for being a hard ass the other day, Meredith.
It's all right.
We need to be a bit cautious.
For why? If you call me Sweet Meredith again, Meredith will say to you, that guitar is going to have an accident. Cautious of what? You see, I want this to be Meredith. I want her to be interrogative. I want her to find stuff out.
Cautious? Of what?
The man, of course.
Oh,
Always
he's the man.
Fucking man.
Shouldn't have a capital M. Let's use the stock phrase.
So, you guys are sticking it to the man, eh?
Hell yeah. Can't stand the man.
No, you
Anything with authority, in whatever shape or form it appears.
mean. Oh, now that's interesting, isn't it? This is the reflective Meredith.
I think I know what you mean. Feeling like a prisoner of society.
Hey, guys, let's not spoil this evening with heavy stuff, okay?
Yeah, deep.
You're so right, Junebug. Who cares about the man when I've got you? There's something that'll make you feel lighter. Much lighter.
Okay.
Meredith!
Meredith's gonna pass.
No thanks. I'll
Yeah,
pass.
it's just not her.
Maybe later, Mickey. Meredith, how about some booze instead?
Now you're talking.
Sure. What do you have?
Beer, wine, and whiskey.
I presume she's going to walk home. I see Meredith as a wine person. I just don't think it's in her character to be doing drugs with them, you know. It's a judgment, isn't it?
Wine, please.
There's no right,
Gotcha.
there's no wrong
Be right back.
in making choices like that for a game character. Oh no, please.
Memory.
What's it? This is verse 6. Yeah, I remember this song.
Of you and
Resolution. And
me.
Alrighty, here you go.
thanks. Sip it, Meredith. So, oh yeah, let's do this.
So, are you guys on the run?
Bonnie and
What
Clyde.
can I say? We've got a few unpaid parking tickets. Mickey had an argument with some cop, and then there's a bit of college and tax debt. Nothing major.
Until you add it
So
all
we're
up.
not really on the run. It's more like speed walking.
You see, I don't know how this works. Does this mean that if they go to Canada, they can't be arrested or returned to the United States? I don't know how this works. So let's find out how they're going to do it.
How are you guys going to cross the border?
It's so exciting. Damien will pick us up with his Jeep tomorrow morning. We'll have a cozy hour under the blankets when we cross the border, and then we're good. Hey, I just realized we're abandoning the RV.
What?
You should totally have it. Mickey, can Meredith have the RV?
A
What?
piece of junk? Knock yourself out.
Is it theirs?
I don't know. Is it even yours?
It's probably
to give away?
stolen.
Technically, no.
Oh, God.
But the owner's a good guy. We'll square it with him. Don't worry.
Whatever you decide, we'll leave it at the gas station. That's where we rendezvous with Damien.
Good word.
Wild.
What? Please don't play the guitar again. Please.
Memories,
Oh, no.
memories, memories
No.
of you and me.
If you brought a Christmas song out, it'd be called Christmas Memories, wouldn't it? Somehow the stars are still twinkling in the sky, but it's a near thing. It's Thursday, September 11th morning. I don't know if I've miscounted days here. I've got to apologise if I have. 11, 12, 13, 14... I honestly don't know where I've gone with days. It may be that I've done 3 days somewhere.
We don't have any callers today, so I'll bring up one of my own pet peeves.
Do it.
PO positive or pet peeve?
The idiotic plans for pedestrianization of Main Street.
Really?
It's... Well, don't get me started or I won't even have time for the weather. Speaking of, a few clouds early on, but they will be gone soon. Music time.
Music time. We've had music, thanks, courtesy of the campers. Yes, time for my ears to recover. Let's just check the itinerary. We've got 7 letters and 3 parcels, and in our diary, we can't do diary while we're on map mode. You have to get off map mode, then you can do diary. We've done the campfire hangout. Do you know what we haven't done? We've not returned the camera, and I've still got one image left to do. Meredith, reverse. Let's do it now before we go. Jaunty angle. Good. Get out. Here we go. Come on, camera. Don't let me down. It's a pity the sun's not shining. It could look nicer. Oh, can I get the American flag in as well? If I stand far enough back, I can. If I stand in the middle of the road, will I get run over? Probably not. Yes. This car's going to have to wait. Yep. That was close. Oh, now that's a nice picture. I can get both flags in. We've done it. 12-12. Fabulous. I feel like I've achieved something. I think surely there should have been a little symbol on the screen there saying, professional photographer with a little bronze statue to say I've levelled up. If I was to suggest an improvement for this game, it would be the adherence to traffic regulations. It would be funny and good for the game if it made you more aware of the things you're supposed to do and not do. I've got a letter for 108, I'm guessing. Sure have. Deliver it. Good work. Quite often here we end up down this cul-de-sac and have to turn round. Judging by the number of vehicles, I'm suggesting that most of these people are at home. Perhaps they're all working from home. Perhaps this is post-pandemic and they all used to travel somewhere to the city. There isn't a railway station round here in Providence Oaks. I would think there would need to be. We'll go this way because there's a whole bunch of letters. Ooh. There's 3 on that road. That was a good decision. That was an excellent decision. I think there would have to be a railway station for any of these people to be able to work. There aren't enough places to employ them in Providence Oaks from what I've seen. It's highly suspicious. They're all remote working, aren't they? So, letter for 101.
Here's your mail.
Yeah. Talk to the postbox. The time to be worried is when you hear the postbox talking back to you. Oi, oi, oi. Careful, careful. Pedestrians. I'm going to drive down there because it's not far, but there are 2 of them, so... We're knocking the letters away here, aren't we? Park on the corner. Equidistant between the 2. Pop out. She didn't tell her dad anything about Frank, and Dad didn't ask anything about Frank actually either. He would be... I don't know what he would think about that. He'd probably say, oh well, he had a good run. He got found out in the end. It was always coming. The writing was on the wall and all those other things. Frank, though. He got him. He got you, Frank. You said he was out to get you, and he got you. I don't know. Poor Frank. What can he do at his age now? What do you do if you're a former postal employee? What other jobs open up to you? I mean, he's not gone yet. I could be counting counting him out. He's only suspended. He's elsewhere. He's probably down at head office being grilled by their investigative team. He's not really got an answer for their questions though, has he? Because he's I believe the expression is bang to rights. He was doing it. And he will have known he shouldn't have been. His only argument can be, well, it didn't cause any harm. Right, we've got a couple to deliver here. We'll do these. One is a letter over on the right. I'm guessing it's this house just here. Brakes. That's not clear, actually. It could be the one behind. I might have walked too far. Let's try this one. It looks like this one. Give it to this lady. She probably lives there. Are you allowed to do that in the United States? Are you allowed to actually put mail in people's hands?
These look like bills.
Right. Lots of them. You see, that's what I was saying. How do these people afford to live in this place? Yeah, in this country, if you meet your postman or post lady, you can sort of say to them, and they know you, you can say, oh, you know, is it for number 39 or whatever your house number is? Mine isn't. And they'll sort of say, oh yes, got a parcel for you, and there it goes. But I wonder if you have to actually physically put it in the mailbox in the United States. These are questions to which there must be answers. 200 Jackson Street just happens to be the hat box.
That's heavier than I thought.
Yes, it's a steel helmet. The person living here is a coal miner. They've had it gold plated. Your hand went through the door then.
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
Do that. Don't drop it on your toes. It's pretty... That's amazing. How did you do that? I love these little graphical glitches. They're so endearing, you know? In a world where people worry if a hair is out of place on a character's head, it's just nice sometimes to reset and say, hang on a minute. It's about the gameplay. It's about the enjoyment, the fun you have. It's not necessarily got to do with how perfect everything is. There is beauty in imperfection. We're going this way. I'm not even looking at my inventory today. I'm such an old hand at this. Aren't we, Meredith? Maps are for simps. He said, I'm going to need the map in a minute, I can tell. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, no, that was interesting. This time the van pulled to the other side. I wonder if it does it based on which side of the road you're on. Now, this could be a case in point. Am I going to hand her letter?
Dear, you're a sight for sore eyes.
And so are you.
Oh, hi, Miss Mildred.
Mildred.
How so?
Why a sight for sore eyes?
Are you really that happy to see me?
It's just this week. It's all a bit much for me. I need to get my hair done for Sunday's special evening, but I can't leave my cats alone.
No.
And all of a sudden, Frank has gone missing. Oh. He still needs to bring me an envelope. Please tell me that you have it with you.
I'm afraid this is just a postcard.
Well, let's. Do we ask Mildred if she's gambling? Because if we do that, then that is evidence for the fact that we know the envelopes are to do with gambling. Whereas if we say he needs to bring you an envelope...
But what do you mean he needs
Spill
to
the
bring
beans,
you
Mildred.
an
Come on, you're going to have to tell us.
Oh, don't be a nosy-posy, Meredith.
What?
Oh dear. He can't just have vanished into thin air, can he?
We can't tell you where he is because we don't know.
I wish I could tell you where he is.
Oh, Frankie boy, always making me worry too much. And I need to cancel the hairdresser's appointment. But what if I can't reschedule?
Well, I mean, your hair will just grow until you can't see, is the thing, I suppose. I'm always having to reschedule hair appointments, as you can tell. It's a nightmare. The money I spend on games, I save on haircuts. The other way around. Oh, Mildred. Oh, God.
Perhaps I could look after your cats.
Don't do it.
Would you, my dear? It's tomorrow evening. That would be such a relief for me. And the cats.
Tomorrow night?
This is where we find out Mildred's also got a guitar. Conflict alert. Do we have plans for tomorrow night? Isn't that the night of the... I can't check. It won't let me check. Oh.
Sure. No trouble at all.
I don't think it is.
Oh, thank you so much, dear.
7.
Just show up at 7 and eat as many cookies as you like.
All right. I'm sure they are cookies, not cat biscuits. Quick check here. We're not conflicting. No, we're okay. No, we're okay. Right. Okay. We're going to have to watch Mildred's cats. All right. Oh. Meredith, you and your can-do attitude. We've got another parcel a bit further down the road, and then it looks like we're around the other side of the lake, so we may as well carry on this way. I wonder if we're going to the garage. Could be. That was an interesting thing, wasn't it? I got the feeling if we'd let on that we knew the envelopes were to do with gambling, Mildred might have opened up a bit more, but then we're implicated, aren't we? If the inspector comes back, he could have interviewed some of the people we dropped mail off to, and Mildred would have spilled the beans and said, yes, we discussed it, and he'd have gone,
wait, where's the package?
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Mildred. She's probably going to turn out to be some sort of international criminal, Mildred. Westlake Road, 300 Lake Road.
What on earth did these folks order?
I don't know. It's a weird shape. It's too small for vinyl. And it's a garage, so here we go. Let's see what she's got to tell us.
Meredith, look at this house on wheels.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea where it came from, but it's absolutely rad.
It was left here by Mickey and June, that young couple by the lake campground.
Oh, really? And now what?
They told me I could have it if I want.
Oh. If she gives it to Laurie, does this mean Laurie's going to drop out of school and go zooming away? You don't want it, Meredith. Your parents have just offered you their house, virtually.
But I don't. I can give it to you instead, if you want it. You know, keep it here and tinker on it.
Oh, yes! That'd be amazing. You know I love tinkering. But it's going to need a lot of work.
Good to hear, Laurie. I can already hear the cogs in your head spinning at top speed. What are your plans?
Oh, this will be interesting.
Well, if it's going to be here a while, I should give it a name first. Can't have such a beautiful vehicle and not give it a name. How about the Sea Turtle? Big, slow, washed up, just like a turtle. Or the Raccoon, because it's got brown spots and is full of trash. Or the Hermit Shell. It had many owners over the years, just like the shell of a hermit crab.
I like...
Oh, we've got to choose one. I would go with... of all of it, I'd say Sea Turtle.
The Sea Turtle.
Good choice. I'll get working on it right away. See you later.
Bye.
And the word thank you never passed her lips. Laurie? She's just given you a motorhome. Actually, that might be good. I don't think she's going to use it to run away in. I think she's going to use it to... It'll be keeping her interested. You know, if she does go back to school, or get into school rather, because she's been homeschooled, it's a project. Something she can be working on when she's not doing her school stuff. There is a dearth of teenagers. Laurie commented on this in Providence Oaks. The community does seem to be... The kids in general. There are no kids. The community does seem to be almost verging on a sort of retirement type place. I'm not sure what work other than doing what she's doing now Meredith would find were she to settle here. And also I'm concerned by the absence of Angie, who's just not around. The only place we've met her is in her shop. Things have happened from her shop, like when they went to the cinema together. But it's noticeable. Oh, hello, is this a parcel for Robert? I think it might be. Which means we need to turn right here onto Dirt Road A. It is noticeable that she's missing. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Never get to go to these other ones. We've been off to that side, haven't we? But we didn't go off to the left. Oh! I need to watch where I'm driving. Oh. Hang on. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yes, I have. I'm going to reverse into these trees. Oh! I thought the van was stuck then. Something else I discovered when I was doing my catch-up. You know, I say I have to do a bit sometimes because the game... Honestly, I've missed this turn. I'll stop talking for a second. The game doesn't always save in the exact place you need it to save. Something else I discovered was that if you wreck the van, I actually tipped it on its side at one point. There's a reset button you can press. We've got to go down there. Oh, honestly, here we are. Oh, it's the shack again. Ooh, careful. Right, we're out. 139 Raven Way. 139 Raven Way. Shutters going up. I think there's only one parcel left. 139 Raven Way.
That's lighter than I thought.
Yeah. It's not that heavy. What did you think was in it? Gold bars? Meredith, walk faster. Find what passes for the door and knock on it. They don't have a doorbell.
Ah, yes. He could only look on in sheer terror as Madeline threw the key straight into the lake.
Ah.
Oh, yes. This is good stuff.
A writer, how interesting.
Ah, a writer. How interesting.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, go away. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times.
You must have me confused with someone else, sir.
Oh, bloody heck. Do I sound like I care? You lot are all the same to me. Just go away. How many yokels are there in this backwater town?
Hey,
do they realize people come out to these kinds of places because they're supposed to be remote and quiet?
And rude to postal workers, apparently. Do you know the Postal Service motto? Maybe you shouldn't mail order anything.
Sir, if you don't want to be disturbed, don't mail order anything.
Very good point, Meredith. Irrefutable logic.
I do beg your pardon. Yes, I am expecting a package. I didn't know you were from the Postal Service, ma'am.
And yet you started shouting, you big bully. Should it even matter? Yes, she's right. Should it matter?
Should it even matter who I am?
Common courtesy.
Shouting at random strangers is generally considered rude.
All right, I'm sorry. It's just... I've been under a lot of pressure lately from my publisher, as well as my wife.
Life story?
I do appreciate your driving all the way up here. And Lord knows I'll be needing those ribbons. Just please leave them on the porch and... thank you.
Ooh, that hurt, didn't it? Now, was that so hard?
Oh, was that so hard?
No, it wasn't, was it?
All right. Now, where was I? She threw the key in the lake. Then what happens? For Christ's sake, she made me lose my bloody train of thought. No, wait, I got... And then he says...
Meredith, get out of there. Honestly. It's not universally true, but sometimes in American portrayals of British people, they are portrayed as very rude. It's either one thing or the other. They're either incredibly polite or very rude. it's just a fun thing to observe. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I have observed this. It's not always the case, but when it happens, it's quite noticeable. Right, now there's a letter to deliver, and it's right over the far side of the lake. It literally is. We are here, and it's about as far away from us as it can possibly be. So do you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go over the dam. Can I just check my diary again? Yes, we've got nothing to do. We've just got to watch Mildred's cats. We'll go over the dam. Is this our last thing as well? I didn't notice on the inventory. It's not letting me inventory. 1 second while I close this. Get out. Inventory. It won't inventory. It's not inventorying. It's not there it is. Thank you. Yes, it is. 104 Pine Street is our last thing to do. Good, good. Right. That was my fault. R1 selects the map and L1 then overlays the inventory, the delivery schedule onto the top of it so that you can see where the heck you're supposed to be going. Right. He was right about the weather. He said that it would clear and it would be sunny later, and look at it. It's beautiful. Tempting to swing by. I'm not meant to do this. I'm making an unofficial stop at the motel just to see if our, talking of rude hotel clerk is still playing that game when he should be working. I'd get yourself some refreshment from those machines before you go in here, because I think you might need it, Meredith. You could either consume them or throw them at him. Hey, how are you?
Got mail? No? Then why are you still here?
I just came to see if you're still the same rude jerk you were before. Apparently you are. Have a bad day. Meredith. I can't fault you for trying, girl, but you know, sometimes people are a lost cause. And that guy is. Westlake Road. You think there'd be people out on the lake, wouldn't you? You'd think you'd be able to see boats and fishermen and stuff like that. And I'm going to look sideways here while I'm driving. Whoa! This is not easy to do. But there we are. We're looking at the lake and I'm driving. And there's nothing to see in terms of occupancy. This is something I should have taken a picture of if I'd had any more exposures on the camera. The dam with the river below. Now this isn't going to work, and I know it's not going to work, but I'll just try it. Oh, crikey, that was close. Can't even take the camera out of my bag now. I'm not surprised you stopped, you road hog. Learn to drive. I'm a government employee, you know. I could report you for that. You get no mail again for the rest of your life. You have to go and collect it from the nearest post office. Or the furthest away one. And we're heading back to the far side of the lake. On what is a beautiful day. Here's the farm. All these places we've come to know and love. Ooh, sorry to any animals that were living in the road verge there, roadside verge. The diner. It's tempting. Oh, I'm just going to nip in and say hello to Mo. I'll leave the van here. We can point our way out in a second. I'm just going to pop in and say hello to Maureen. Whoa, what was that going past? That was a big throaty engine, wasn't it? Is it Maureen or is it Kay on duty today? There's no one here. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there she is. She's busy serving. Hey, Maureen.
It might seem like I'm a bit tough on poor Ashley sometimes, but truth be told, he's a good kid.
Yes. I don't doubt that, actually. I'd like to hear more from... What was that then? Oh, I can sit down if I want to. I'd like to hear more from Ashley. In fact, I'd like to hear anything recognisable from Ashley. Oh dear. I get the feeling that they either processed the voice of the actor who did Ashley's voice, or they had like a tea towel in front of them while they were doing it. I think we can go this way, can't we? Yeah, I think so. This will take us where we need to be. This will take us where we need to be. One more letter. And then I might try and call in the general store, actually, to see if I can drop this camera off, because she said to bring it back when I'd finished with it, and it doesn't appear in my schedule of stuff to do, and yet it seems logical. Ooh. Okay, that was handy. And it could be this here postbox right here. Oh no, it's the next one up. It's this one. Out we get. Post that letter. Deliver the mail.
That's the last of them.
That's the last of You're right. Who needs TH when you've got an apostrophe? Right. Now general store next then. Which is just here, isn't it? I love the symbols as well that they've used on the map here for the various locations. They really are lovely, and they kind of... I don't want to return to the post office. I'll do it in a minute. I want to go and talk to Belinda. Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, Nancy.
Oh, hello. How's the photography coming along?
Funny you should ask. We've done it.
My photography quest has been completed. Here's your equipment back.
Okay, then. Let me see if I can manage to develop them. Come back tomorrow for the results.
Thank you.
Can I just say that one of them's a bit weird. It's probably an out of focus picture of the side of my van. Do you know, I'm not even going to bother browsing because actually, have you swept up here in the last month? The state of the floor. Honestly, this place is falling apart. Right, we're in. Someone's in my space again. You're in my space. This place is busy today. Oh, perhaps it's the inspector. What sort of car do we think he drives? One with bumper stickers that say, I'm a postal inspector. Get out of my way. Oh.
Good afternoon, Miss Weiss.
Oh. He's here again.
Yikes, you creep! You keep giving me jump scares.
What?
I didn't see that. I'm sorry, I just saw the yikes. I didn't read the rest of it.
I mean, excuse me, sir. Slip of the tongue. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I wanted to let you know that today was my last day here.
Right. Oh, right.
Oh, really? Will Frank be coming back then?
That's all I have to say. Good luck.
Walter Morgan. Okay, it's Thursday afternoon. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello? Hi, it's me, Kay.
Oh, hi, Kay.
Good, you're home. Listen, I don't know if you're busy tonight, and I wouldn't normally bother you like this, but I'm kind of in a huge pickle at the moment, and now I'm imagining being inside of a huge pickle.
Okay. She's doing it again. What's wrong, Kay?
You sound a bit agitated.
Okay, so this is going to sound like I'm 16, but I have these tickets to a really big concert tonight for Barry and me. And
yes.
It seems the babysitter has just bailed on me.
Yes.
All right, so maybe the babysitter part doesn't sound like I'm 16, I hope. Anyway, it's Journey, so I'm like, oh, I need to go tonight, and I got these tickets ages ago. And it's a long drive to Portland, so we'll probably be out all night, and I promise you I've called everyone and their brother.
No.
Besides, they're really good kids to watch tonight.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, let's do inside voice, Kay.
Kay! Inside voice, Kay. Inside voice.
Good phrase.
Yeah, sorry. You're totally right. I'm blabbering on R&I. Okay, don't freak out. You got this. All right, recap. Journey tonight, in Portland, got tickets, sitter bailed. So I guess you figured out by now that I'm awkwardly trying to ask if maybe you could do me a huge favor and watch Grace and Max tonight?
Now here's the thing. Meredith's a capable woman, but has she had much experience with babysitting kids? Having said that, they're not babies, they are children, so, you know, she'll be able to speak to them and reason with them and all that rest. Do you know what? I think she's going to take it in her stride.
Hey, it's fine. Don't worry. I'll babysit tonight.
Oh my god, you serious? That would help me out in such a big way. And I would owe you big time. Huge.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be calling on that. Yes.
You would, wouldn't you? Interesting.
Oh dear, never mind. Don't care. Can you be here around 6 p.m.? So in like 30 minutes?
30 minutes?
There's food, videos, even a cardboard replica of Apollo 11 with a set of matching helmets. You're covered. See you in a bit.
All right. See ya.
Okay. Oh, we're going there as well. We haven't finished yet.
Who wants s'mores?
Oh, that's where the joke starts, isn't it? So that was episode 5 of Lake. Angie's gone missing, which is a bit concerning. She closed the shop very quickly. I thought it was going to be much longer than this. She only had the conversation with Meredith the day before, and now it's shut. So she's moving fast. Frank, I'm concerned about. Frank needs to be back now that Mr. Morgan's departed, and we need to find out what's happened with him. Meredith's getting a bit ahead of herself in her diary. She's babysitting. She's said yes to the karaoke open mic thing. She's going to cover the cat sitting for Mildred Jenkins when she goes after her haircut, and there's only a few days left. So we're reaching the sharp end now of this. There's decisions to be made. I'll be reflecting on all this before we start on episode 6. I hope you join me for that. I'll see you soon. Bye.